Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalam ala Rasulihil Kareem, amma ba'd, fa'uz billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Even one person who has a very strong faith and belief is more powerful than an army. ईमान वाले के अंदर जो ताकत होती है, एक आदमी, सलाहुद्दीन अय्यूबी, for example, or any of the Sahaba you take, what they had different characteristics, but the commonality was that they had something very strong inside, the core. When you work out in the gym, they always say, just don't work out heavy, develop your core first, bolte, right? So my endeavor personally today, I'm sharing how do we see that we develop our core. We are spending so much time, so much energy and efforts on developing something which is going to be destroyed, the body, right? Look at the time, how much we spend. I was telling yesterday, right, when I spoke to Barbara about 2 days back, the top educator in the world, she said, eliminate the mirror from your house. आज सबसे बड़ा फितना क्या है? घर में जो आईना होता है वो दिखाता है कि तुम अभी ठीक नहीं हो. Right? So if you're so busy with your own self, how will you think about creating a legacy? Olden days, they didn't have all this. Nobody told anybody that, you're bad, you're not good, looking good, you're short, you're tall, you're dark, nothing was there like that. Because that was not given importance. The spirit was given importance. So today I'm just going to sort of share something. I know I don't deserve this topic, but still, as a student of learning, student of continuous progress, I thought let's share that with all of you, inshallah. Right? So, as I'm sharing, मैं भी खुद इस चीज़ का मोहताज हूँ. Whatever I'm talking to you, I'm also trying to learn. Can we have the next slide, please? I'm sure it's not very clear, but there was this carpenter who was an extraordinary carpenter. We all know people are, when you work in any environment, you always have different kind of people, right? Some of them are super specialists. Some are average, some are okay kinds, right? हर फन के अंदर, हर स्किल के अंदर ये तीन कैटेगरी नजर आएंगे. सुपर स्पेशलिस्ट इज हाईली रिगार्डेड. वही फन होता है, वही चीज होती है, वही काम होता है, लेकिन वो जब काम करता है बोलते हैं वाह, व्हाट बड़ा कारीगर यार, है ना? और the same stone, if there's a guy who's sitting in Chamrajpet and chiseling it up and making something out of it, an artifact, he gets paid 500 rupees a day. But the same one, he becomes a master sculpture. When he does that sculpting, the same is paid 5 lakh rupees per day. इतना फर्क होता है फन के अंदर, skills के अंदर. So there was this. So my request to the younger generation, when you do something, use the Japanese technology. करे तो सबसे अच्छा करेंगे वरना नहीं करेंगे. If they take up something, they will do the best possible. उनके हाथ से जो बेहतर हो सकता है वो करेंगे, वरना नहीं करेंगे. They will never take up. They will see. There was an incident. There was a fire in the building. There was a man just standing, listening and watching the fire. He said, "Boss, there's a fire. Take something and do something." No. Why? These are the Japanese. Why? There's a man assigned for it. He will come and he will do it, and he will do it better. I might mess it up because that I don't know the fire. It could be an electric fire, and if I throw water on it, we don't know what will happen. Right? ये सोच होनी चाहिए इंसान के अंदर. फर्स्ट थिंग इज, इफ आई डू, कमिटमेंट कर ले अपने आप के साथ. अगर मैं कुछ करूं तो मेरा बेस्ट, दुनिया का बेस्ट नहीं, माई बेस्ट. आई विल ट्राई टू डू माई बेस्ट, अदरवाइज आई विल नॉट डू इट. दैट्स द फर्स्ट पार्ट. Now, this carpenter was extraordinary. He was working for somebody. So, a lifetime he spent with somebody, and he was one of the best. So finally he told, I need to retire. Now it's done. I don't want any more work. I want to retire. I want to get back. I'm done. I want to spend time with my family, and I don't want to do any more work. So the owner said, देखिए यार, एक last important project है. वो project कर दो, फिर आप retire हो जाओ. अच्छा ठीक है. What's the project? He was living in a cold region. वहाँ पे पूरे ऐसे घर जो बनाते हैं, लकड़ी के बनाते हैं. And the carpenter is very important. So they gave him the owner gave him that project to build a house. He built it. But you know what? जब दिल अधकच्चा होता है, तो काम भी अधकच्चा होता है. So इसका दिल ऑलरेडी निकल गया था. ये बोल रहा था कि it's over, I'm going. So अधकच्चे दिल से वो काम किया, और घर भी जो है एवरेज काइट निकला. जो आदमी हाईली स्किल्ड था, उसका दिल जब अधकच्चा हो गया, he didn't put all his 100%. The outcome of that house was not like his normal projects. So very average, very substandard. And at the day he completed, he said, हो गया भाई, निकलना है मुझे अभी. He went to the man, the owner, and said, job done, assignment is over. The owner said, thank you very much, you kept up. Here's the key for your house. He handed over the key and said, that was your house. हमारी जिंदगी की हालत ऐसी ही है. हमें अपॉर्चुनिटी दी गई है ऊपर वाले से एक ब्यूटीफुल घर बनाने की, एक ब्यूटीफुल घर, एक पैलेस बनाने की जन्नत के अंदर. हम कैसे काम करेंगे इस दुनिया में, वैसे हमारा घर बनेगा. और हमें हुनर भी दिया, यकीन भी दिया. You know, he gave us science. He gave us science. He gave us science to look at. He gave us our own self. Even if you look at the mirror, look at it. Stand and look at yourself and ask, who am I? मैं कौन हूँ? Why are you looking at your skin, your hair, it's going to change. Trust me. Trust me, it's going to change. Everybody is going to start getting wrinkles. Everybody is going to fade. Everybody is going to change completely. You look back 10 years पहले का आप फोटो निकाल के देखिए, आज का निकाल के completely different. You're going to change. That's a fact. And that's not something you have to go after. All right? So this man, इसकी ये कहानी है, and this कहानी for me, it was very powerful. I said, what am I going? I've been given that opportunity of building my palace. What am I doing? Can we have the next slide, please? So now I'm coming to this, the theme, the vibes of today's world, across the world. And you know what? I really dislike the education system, but I can't help it. I'm trying to do something. I'm difficult to penetrate through and transform it. Why I dislike? Because they're creating manpower for dunya. Do you notice that? They're creating what? Manpower for what? Industrialization. Abhi jo kya hua hai? Industrialization change hoke kya ho gaya? Artificial intelligence. Up next wave of manpower is going to be for who? In every field there is going to be AI, so you'll be getting more AI engineers or architects dishing out from the schools and colleges. Tons of them. And where are they put into? The rat race. Dunya, dunya, dunya. Karo, kaam karo, paisa lo, loan lo. Loan lene ke baad loan bharo. Loan bharne. The whole cycle. And you know what it is? And then uske upar ek tagline laga diye. I don't want to name which country has this tagline. You all know it. Their tagline, no? When they established the country, their tagline was what? Their tagline was life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. ये गोल बना के दे दिए सबको. पूरी दुनिया वालों को क्या बोले? Life, जियो, अपनी जिंदगी, freedom, जो भी चाहे करो तुम. Freedom, liberty is what? Open thought process, openness. Do whatever you want. Even your dad cannot ask you. Even your father and mother cannot question you. This is the concept of liberty. And pursuit of happiness. That's a movie which came. Will Smith ka beautiful movie, very well done. But then this is the theme of the country itself. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Pick up the Quran and check out where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says तुम्हारे जिंदगी का मकसद खुशी है. A lot of scholars are there. I'm not a scholar. Check out, ask them if anywhere in the Quran it says that your maqsad of zindagi is to be happy. No, for us the dunya is a place of tests. It's like a jail. It's like a fitna after fitna for a person who's believing, trying to get to the right path. A bigger fitna comes up, a bigger fitna, more tougher. It's not easy. So don't get caught up with this. जिंदगी में खुश रहना है, खुशी जिंदगी का मकसद है. This is not our anthem. Now what happens when people say, मुझे खुश रहने दो ना यार. Why are you interfering in my happiness? But खुश रहने के लिए क्या है? लोग क्या क्या करते हैं? खुश रहना अच्छा ठीक है, एक लम्हे के लिए मान लें. We agree that okay, the purpose of your life is to be happy. How are people going towards happiness? Happiness may be a destination, but what are the means? 90% plus means of attaining happiness are wrong. Correct? Destination भी एक तरीके से हम समझ ले कि okay, happiness is a destination. What are the means? People are doing wrong to achieve a little pleasure, a bit of happiness के लिए क्या करते हैं? अच्छे रास्ते में तो नहीं मिलता. You want to go through the righteousness, you will not. It's all thorns. It's all difficulties. Are you getting my point? How the culture is being built, and there is a think tank who sits, thinks and says, इस दुनिया के लोगों को कैसे मोड़ना है? And we are becoming a crowd because हमें अपने कुरान और हदीस की teachings के ऊपर हमें पक्का यकीन नहीं है. We are still doubting. Is it true? Is it not? किसने देखा है? क्या हुआ? गैब में क्यों? All these questions the shaitan puts. And the media is hyping it up, right? So let's move. Next slide, please. It's being publicized. You have to fit in. You have to fit in. You have to be a particular kind so that you fit into the society. Right? Look at this. The Coke company has put its bottles in the format of a smile, and they've said pursuit of happiness. Are you understanding how they are communicating the message? अगर ये करेंगे तो legacy भूल जाइए. If we are in pursuit of whose happiness? Whose happiness? Not the world's happiness. Your own happiness. और इस्लाम कभी भी आई सिखाता ही नहीं. It always teaches we. If you don't lie for your brother what you love for yourself, you don't love for your brother what you love for yourself, you will not taste the sweetness of Iman. Finished. What a powerful thing. If you don't love for your brother what you love for yourself, it is such a challenge. I fail every single day on this one statement. Forget about your neighbor, your own brother in your house. If you're buying a gift for your brother or your sister, and you are buying a gift for yourself, for your children, there is a difference. अपने लिए ले रहे हैं तो बेहतरीन से बेहतरीन. अपने बच्चों के लिए ले रहे हैं तो बेहतरीन से बेहतरीन. अपने भाई के बच्चों के लिए ले रहे हैं तो बजट कितना है देखेंगे. Finished. You will not taste Iman. हो गया ना फिर. Even if you are praying the whole night and you are becoming a very big muttaqi parezgar for your own self. Because Islam is about the ecosystem. You see every single exhibition of joy or sharing is with the Jama. It can't be alone. अकेले हैप्पीनेस, अकेले अच्छी चीजें कर लेना हमारे रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की सुन्नत ही नहीं थी. take his example. What are we lying about? We take him as the best role model. And then what are we doing? We're exactly doing opposite of what he did. Where did he live for himself? Where did he live for himself? Ask, till the last, where did he live for himself? I mean, when he used to sleep, there used to be marks on his back, finished. It speaks volumes. Look at all of us, we are in luxury. We are living more richer than the kings of yesteryears. Today we are living like more than, और क्या बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग? Legacy. How can we leave a legacy? इस हॉल के अंदर एक बंदा सही मानों में 100% ईमान के ऊपर ठान के निकल गया, काफी है इस पूरे हिंदुस्तान के लिए, एक आदमी. That's what our Prophet ﷺ did, no? When he created Sahaba, every one of them was like one nation. How? Did they have money, internet, technology? Nothing. They had the pureness of Iman. As I'm talking to you, this is to me also. Habeeb, where are you after all these years? You're still not there. You're still not done something. That's the thing. We need to keep talking and contemplating and reflecting. Why? The Quran appeals to us. Reflect. Reflect. Every single day. It's not a journey which ends. It's constant. Right? Let's move to the next slide. So what's the system? One more click. So this system, one more click please. This system जो है दुनिया का, इसके अंदर रहते हुए इसके बाहर भी रहना है. इसके अंदर रहते हुए you should be physically inside, but emotionally and spiritually you should watch from outside. Otherwise you'll be taken away. Right? This system, if you notice it's a pressure system. ये system क्या है? It's pressure. School में pressure, college में pressure, काम पे प्रेशर, घर पे प्रेशर, कार खरीदने का प्रेशर, घर खरीदने का, हर वक्त we are in pressure. When Allah ने बताया ना, when an egg is pressured from outside, it breaks. When you apply pressure on an egg from outside, it breaks. That's what is happening to all of us. Especially the younger generation. Under pressure, we see younger ones are crumbling down. Right? So what's the right? How is it that we will be able to nurture a system which does not create pressure from outside? What would happen if the same egg was taken with sabr, okay, and allowed it to be, just the younger generations ko bol raha hu main, especially the younger generation, allow them to be, experience everything in life. खोकर पाने का मजा ही कुछ और होता है. खोकर पाने का मजा ही कुछ और होता है. रोकर मुस्कुराने का मजा ही कुछ और होता है. हारना तो दुनिया का दस्तूर है मेरे दोस्त, क्योंकि हार कर जीत जाने का मजा ही कुछ और होता है. We don't want anybody to lose. We're very intolerant to failures. Legacy set करना है तो आपको बार बार fail होना ही पड़ेगा. This is a law. You can't outbeat the law. It's a law. Allah said you have to fail many times. Even Prophet ﷺ failed in so many places. He went down, crumbled. He was beaten. He went through all that. Fala aane se pehle you have to. It's a process. So for the elders who are here who have children, allow your children to fail. Don't be scared. It's building them. If they fail, if they fall down, it's going to, inshallah, build them. For the younger ones, fail as many times. Don't worry. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives. Right? This is not a big deal. Your exams and your businesses, दो बार fail होगा, कुछ भी फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला, inshallah. So you will be able to rise back again. So current system wants to break you outside. The Islamic system, the Quran and the Hadith, what it wants to do is allow you. That's why sabr is so important in Islam. Inna Allah ma'as sabirin. Allah ने बोला मैं जो सबर करते हैं उनके साथ मैं हूं, बोल रहा है Allah. We don't have sabr. right? Sabr is very important in your journey. So when you do sabr, what happens? Can we have a click, please? This is the ideal system. अंदर से जब प्रेशर होता है, खुद ब खुद एक जिंदगी वजूद में आती है. The same egg, when you pressure it from outside, it breaks and a life ends. The same egg, if you allow, give some time, some warmth, some compassion, what happens? It breaks and a life comes up. This is the beauty of sabr. This is the beauty of allowing the pressure to start from inside. And you have noticed, you have been seeing youngsters lecture देते हम लोग कितना कोशिश करते हैं, सुनते नहीं. पर एक लम्हा ऐसा आता है उनकी जिंदगी के अंदर, खुद ब खुद टर्न अराउंड आता है. दे टेक इट ऑन, दे गो आउट एंड दे डू समथिंग ट्रेमेंडस. आई सॉ हंड्रेड्स ऑफ देम ड्यूरिंग कोविड. यंगस्टर्स, जो लोग पैसे वाले थे, जो लोग एजुकेशन वाले थे, जो क्वालिफाइड लोग थे, घर के अंदर बैठे थे डरे हुए. जो लोग बच्चों को बताते थे ये नालायक है, ये बुद्धू है, इसने स्कूल में कुछ नहीं किया, इसका जो मार्क्स ठीक नहीं थे, आर द पीपल हु केम आउट ऑन द रोड्स एंड हेल्प पीपल एज फ्रंटलाइन वॉरियर्स. अब सोचिए, थिंक अबाउट इट, राइट? कैन वी हैव अ क्लिक प्लीज? So there was one young boy who ran to his father and said, and he started complaining. He said, I'm getting upset. My friends are teasing me. मुझे, they call me names and they ask me to do things and I get very upset. I hate this. And, he started complaining about his ecosystem, his classroom, his classmates, his friends, everybody just started complaining. The father didn't tell anything. He took the son into the kitchen. He put 3 vessels and he started boiling water. He said, what are you doing? He said, just wait. Then he picked up carrots. Then he picked up eggs. Then he picked up coffee beans. And he told the child, touch this. So the child touched. He asked, how are the carrots? He said, hard. How's the egg? Hard. How's the coffee bean? Hard. All the 3 are hard. Okay, he said. Then he put carrots into one vessel, the boiling water. Then he put eggs into the other vessel. Then he put coffee beans into the other vessel. And as they were boiling, the son is saying, so what, Dad? He said, wait. Sabr, just wait. And after some time, he removed the carrots, he removed the egg, he removed the coffee beans. He showed the carrot. He said, what happened? He touched it, it got mashed. Okay? Under heat, it crumbled, completely mashed. What happened to the eggs? Eggs he picked up, outside it's the same. Inside it was liquidy earlier. Now break it and check. Break it and check, it's hard inside. And he said, look at the coffee beans. What happened? Nothing happened. They are as it is. No, look at the vessel. What happened? Look in the vessel. He looked into all the 3 vessels. The first vessel, the second vessel, the water, nothing had happened to it. But the third vessel, the color of the water had changed. The flavor of the water had changed. The flavor had become more like coffee. He said, son, there are 3 kinds of people in this world. When circumstances hit them, when difficulties hit them, when they have fitnas of different kind, what happens? The first category are very hard to show. But when circumstances come up, they crumble. They are finished like the carrots. The second are very tough from outside, very soft from inside, but the moment the circumstances hit them, they become hard from inside. नफरत की ये नजर से दुनिया को देखते हैं. थोड़ा जो है टेस्ट हो जाता है तो लोग बोलते हैं I write this person off. अक्सर रिश्तेदारों के अंदर relatives are such an animal, very, very extraordinary and very strange. Relatives can make and break a family. One statement from a relative can create a mess in your families. Have you experienced it? Yes or no? Be honest. Relatives आते हैं, चाय पीते हैं, हमारे बच्चे को 95% मिल गया, तुम्हारे बच्चे का क्या हाल है? Finished. After they walk out, there's a big war in the house. देखिए उनके बच्चा 95%. हमारा बच्चा क्रिकेट में स्टेट लेवल में खेल रहा है. तुम्हारा बच्चा Finished. Fitna. You're not supposed to do that. We are not supposed to do that. So the second category, what happens? They become hard. Is it an alamat है? हमारे कोर की अलामत, ईमान की अलामत है कि हम नफरत करें उनसे जो हमारे साथ बुराई करे? Never. Never. In fact, जो नफरत करते हैं उनके साथ और भी अच्छाई करना चाहिए. ये हमारे रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की सुन्नत है. जो हमारे से नफरत करते हैं, especially in your relatives, your kith and kin. Why did he say it's very important for you to have all of the people together? Why? He didn't say the good people in your relatives together. No, he said all the people in your kith and kin. उनको साथ में लेकर चलो. क्यों बोले? ये बहुत बड़ा उसूल है इस्लाम का. Being together is very important, even if they are good, bad, ugly people in your community, in your society, in your neighborhood. Take all of them together. First step of creating legacy. वरना अल्लाह हमारे ऊपर रहमत नहीं देंगे, बरकत भी नहीं देंगे. तुम अपने पास अपना पैसा कमाओ, अब अपने बिल्डिंगें बनाओ, you become the richest people, but Allah's barakah and sukoon will never come. It will not come, because उसका उसूल ये है कि you have to love for your brother what you love for yourself. And when it said brother, it is the ummah, the entire ummah, whether you like them or you don't like them. And if there is a relative in your family is backbiting you, putting you down, talking ill about you, first target is to go and do good to that person. ये ईमान की अलामत है, कोर की अलामत है. जाके उनका अच्छा करें, भला करें. You know very well he is targeting you. He is talking ill about you to everybody in your society. No problem. Try to go and do good to him. You see what happens. And I have witnessed this, wallahi, first hand, that Allah उनके दिलों के हाल को बदलते हैं. Allah उनके दिलों के हाल को बदलते हैं. This is a fact. So don't keep enmity and all this malice inside your heart, because if you keep it in your heart, the other person is not going to suffer. For sure. Who is going to suffer? The one who is carrying it. Think about what I'm saying. Right? So, coffee is the kind of characteristic we should have. No matter the world boils us, we are going to give back the flavor. We are going to exhibit. अरे ये कौन लोग है यार? They should ask us. ये तुम कौन लोग हो यार? हम बुराई करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, तुम अच्छा ही कर रहे हो हमारे साथ. कॉफी के जैसा है. कॉफी को जितना बॉईल किए उतना अच्छा फ्लेवर देता है. Very beautiful example, right? So we should adapt this. Click please. So these 4 questions I got to hear from Mustafa. ID foods जो आपके ID परोटा बनाते हैं ना, उनसे मैंने ये चीज सुनी when he was attending IIM. Of his professors shared this as a part of the syllabus in IIM Bangalore, Indian Institute of Management Bangalore में करिकुलम के अंदर ये 4 सवाल पूछे जाएं. These questions are incredibly powerful questions. Think about it. Think about this question. First question, and it's a long course, sir. Almost 6 months they had to do work on these 4 questions. क्या syllabus है? 4 questions है. आप शायद जानते हैं, नहीं मालूम नहीं कि स्कूल के अंदर क्या होता है, कितने सारे सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ाए जाते हैं, है ना? You sometimes get overwhelmed. You get overwhelmed. You have languages, you've got maths, you've got science. Science के अंदर physics, chemistry, biology, and then they break it down. And in each subject, you have so much to study. Then when you go to PU, the portions gets a bit more. The subjects get compressed. Correct? Then when you go to the degree, it gets more sharper and compressed, but deeper. Correct? Are you all with me? This is important to understand. Then when you go to masters, what happens? It starts becoming, they squeeze it up and it becomes almost like almost one subject or 2 subjects. And you have to go deep. When it becomes doctorate, what happens? Subject nahi, chapter nahi. They take one aspect Only one aspect, they said, इसके ऊपर तुम research करो, इसके ऊपर thesis करो. That means you're studying only one tiny bit of the subject itself, very tiny. But you're going to do a massive research on that. Look at the 4 questions IIM is asking to the participants to reflect, because this can make a big difference in your life. IIM is telling. And if you notice, these are the questions आप और मुझे पूछना है हर दिन. Number 1 question, who am I? अगर ये 4 सवाल आप clearly नहीं रखेंगे, actually they should be taught in the school, according to me. They should be taught in the school. Which is the subject which is not taught in the school? Which is the subject which is not taught in the school? You. You is not taught in the school. Everything else is taught. भाई तुम कौन हो भाई? कभी बच्चे को पढ़ाते हैं? Never. They don't teach. Why? Where have you come from? Where am I from? कहाँ से आए तुम? पहले basic ना भाई. It should be from nursery. They should have taught us. Who are you? Where did you come from? Who is your role model? What is your pursuit of life or purpose of life or vision in life? ये 4 सवाल simple 4 सवाल है ना. अगर रोज सुबह उठ के we ask this question to ourselves, it's going to make a world of it. Let's explore this. Taha, next please. So, I'll go a little quick here. This is the popular success triangle. When you need to attempt a goal, for example, you want to make biryani. Biryani is your goal. अगर बिरयानी अच्छी बनाना है तो आपको क्या क्या चीज की जरूरत है, उसके बारे में इल्म होना जरूरी है. करेक्ट? मगर क्या सब हर इंसान जिसके पास बिरयानी बनाने का इल्म है अच्छी बिरयानी बना सकता है? नो. दे नीड व्हाट? स्किल. हुनर भी होना है. करेक्ट टाइमिंग के साथ, प्रोसेस के हर चीज करेंगे तो तभी बिरयानी बने. द थर्ड वन इज क्लिक ताहा. तो थर्ड वन, दुनिया का प्रॉब्लम क्या है? द मोमेंट दे वांट बिरयानी, दे वांट इट ओनली फॉर देमसेल्व्स. मैं बनाऊं, मैं खा लूं. दिस इज द वे 80% दुनिया के लोग काम जैसा कर रहे हैं. उनका पूरा थीम ये है, स्कूल से लेके कॉलेज यूनिवर्सिटी तक ये सिखाया जाता है, तुम कामयाब बनो, तुम अपने वास्ते कुछ करो, you make the best for yourself, make a lot of money, have a best cars, then only you are successful. This is what is being taught. Is this how we have to deal? Next slide please. The pura theme which is there in the world is about what? Greed. Have you noticed how it is? People are greedy. People want more. दिल मांगे मोर बोल के एक एंथम शुरू हुआ था पेप्सी का. ये दिल मांगे मोर. You remember that? How they inject these thoughts, you know. Actually, it should be जो तेरा है वो मेरा है. That was a good one. The Airtel wala. जो तेरा है वो मेरा है is a good, better one, better anthem. So what happens when there is greed, when there is I, what is the output? Look at what's happening. These are the goals our youngsters have. And if youngsters के अंदर ये goals रहेंगे, तो क्या legacies छोड़ेंगे हम लोग? आप सोचिए. Can we have any legacy? And this is a disease, huh? All the reels on Insta, Facebook, there's a lot of gossip. The habits are going off the track at every level. Huh? The rich, poor, middle class, low middle class, the most poorest, everybody are mubtila in the worst of the habits. इतने खराब जो आदतें दुनिया के अंदर है, आज तक कौम या पूरी दुनिया के अंदर देखे नहीं गए, वैसे आदतें लोगों के अंदर है आज. And now, some of the आदतें जो छुपी हुई थी जमाने में, शर्म आती थी लोगों को बताते हुए, वैसे आदतों को आज क्या कर दिया गया है? They're talking about it with pride. I'm a part of this community. They're talking about, they have normalized it. It's such a big issue if we do not align on our purpose, and if we do not align to do something big and leave a legacy for at least for my own self and my own family. We are gone. We are finished as an ummah. We have to wake up. We have to take charge. So this is 80%. friends, partying, trends, pornography has gone to a next level. And now no more, people are not, people are saying that don't watch a little, itna high rated pornography mat dekho, thoda kam wala dekho. This is how I overheard. I'm really sorry about this, but this is reality. I overheard in the gym two parents talking. I'm okay if my daughter has a one-night stand. I'm okay if my daughter has a one-night stand, provided she doesn't get pregnant. Who is telling? The mother is telling to another parent, and the other parent is agreeing. Yes, I think that should be allowable in today's norms and standards and circumstances. Can you believe what I'm saying? It's going so deep that if we all don't stand up, if we all don't correct ourselves, forget about correcting our children. First, correct ourselves as elders. If we don't put off the phones, keep it minimum, use it, don't allow it to use you. It's a tool. Use it. Don't allow it to use you. Then there is a scope of entering into some legacy, otherwise forget it. It's not going to happen. Next slide, please. So these are not goals. And now, next slide is important. No, piche, bhai. This is my favorite slide. In olden days, monkeys were a delicacy. And Taha, you'll have to tell me the timing. 5 minutes ke pehle bata do. Okay, in olden days, monkeys were a delicacy in India. Monkeys को खाते थे. उसको पकड़ने का तरीका क्या था? Near the tree, they used to put a chain, okay, rope, and they used to put a pot. The pot used to have full of peanuts. मूंगफली रहती थी. और pot का जो opening होता था, वो बहुत छोटा होता था. तो बंदर आते, they love peanuts. They used to come, they used to put their hand into the pot, grab the peanuts. Once they grab, they try to pull their hand out, it used to get stuck because there were peanuts on the other end. And then it used to tug, pull, it wouldn't go. And बंदर को peanuts की जरूरत है, वो peanuts किसी हाल में नहीं छोड़ता. Finally, what used to happen, people used to go and catch the bandar and serve it on the plate. This was normally a way of catching the monkeys. Just imagine, there's a good saying in the corporate world, if you give peanuts, you'll get. That saying has come from here. Okay, now my question is, what did the monkey give up? Its life. What for what? For peanuts. Exactly like this, you and I have peanut goals in our life which we are running behind, and we are giving up our life, which is our आखिरा. हमारे आखिरत के एवज में हम लोग छोटे छोटे दुनिया के जो गोल्स हैं इनके पीछे पड़े हैं. अगर इनके पीछे पड़ेंगे, इन दुनिया के गोल्स को अचीव करेंगे, exactly we are like that monkey. We are getting the peanuts, but we are losing the eternal life. So we have to what? If we have to save ourselves, we have to let go the peanuts. Only then we'll escape. Letting go the peanuts is small things. You're keeping khunnas against somebody in your heart. You want to buy the car at any cost. You taking a loan because the neighbor has the same car. I want the car. Are you getting it? Leave it. Leave it. You see, Allah will elevate you. Leave it. Leave it and say, okay, now let me realign. इतनी जिंदगी हो गई, आज के बाद मेरी जिंदगी क्या रहेगी? What should I go? एक चीज के पीछे दौड़ना पड़ी. एक अल्लाह की रजा कैसे भी कर सकते हैं, रास्ते अलग अलग ढूंढ सकते हैं, बट सिंसियरिटी के साथ एक चीज, एक विजन, एक मिशन लेके चलना है मुझे. वो क्या भी हो सकता, कुछ भी हो सकता है. It can be in education, it can be in hospitals, it can be in creating a old age home, it can be taking care of all the relatives in your family who are not having enough food, without telling them, without them knowing, send it off to their house. All these are ways you can do it. And that will bring a lot of barakah, and Allah will take care of you. कल मैं बता रहा था अल्लाह का क्या वादा है, आप 1 2 मैं 10 दूंगा। कोई शक है इसमें? किसी को भी आपने अपनी जिंदगी में एक्सपीरियंस किया होगा, आपने 1 दिया और सरप्राइजिंग, यू नेवर एक्सपेक्टेड इट, you never expect, you did it with sincerity and you never expected, Allah gave back 10. Wallahi, all of us have experienced it. Why are we doubting? Why are we having that shak that होगा नहीं होगा? नहीं, एक ईमान वाला जब चलता है डर के शक के साथ नहीं चलता है। You'll never walk this life with these things, you know, getting scared of things or you are doubting things. That's not the way a person with iman will walk. He'll walk yaqeen, because I'm a slave. My master is taking care of me. Fantastic. I don't have anything to worry about. Let me move forward. And you'll move faster. You'll move quicker. You'll move with a lot of people. You'll not have any problems. Because he's watching, he's accounting. Inshallah. Next slide, please. So there is one thing I would recommend you all to take back today at least. In this world, everything popular may not be right. हमें अक्सर क्या सोचते हैं, हम बाप दादा कर रहे थे, पूरी दुनिया कर रही है, इसीलिए ये सही है, इसे मुझे भी करना है। According to Deen, it is not. Everything popular is right हमारे अंदर है ही नहीं। मैं आपको एग्जाम्पल्स देता हूँ। ताहा क्लिक, popular habit. I'm just giving you examples of popular stuff. Next, click. This is शराब है ये। So popular. Next, please. Popular practice. Dowry. Very popular, huh? It's not right. Next, please. Red Bull gives you wings. Very popular among the younger ones, right? Do you know how much of damage it creates in the human system? Heavily expensive, heavily damaging. Next, please. What is this? Dimag ki batti jala de. What is this? Mentos. How are they sending messages to human beings? मैं बता रहा हूं कि हमें बहुत आगा और चौकन्ना रहना है. If you have to build a legacy, if you fall for all this, you're not going. Next, please. Next one. ये देखिए, axe. Even angels will fall. इसका मतलब क्या है? आप axe का स्प्रे लगा ले तो पूरे लड़के आपके पीछे दौड़ के आएंगे और फरिश्ते भी आपके पीछे आएंगे. कितना बड़ा झूठ है यार. और इस झूठ को हम माने and then we go and buy ऐसा product. Definitely you should not buy. So I will not buy this, right? Next, please. I win, you lose. Popular attitude. This is nothing to do with our deen. This is not a part of our Islam. It is not the way we deal with people. I win, you win, he wins, everybody wins except the shaitan. Shaitan should not win. हमारा वो attitude है. We want shaitan to go off. We are not worried about the others. सब जीतना है. I mean, if you don't do that, how are you a da'i? How are you a da'i in your own space? Wherever you're working, where you're studying, they should look at you and say, something's different about this person here. They should come and ask you, आपके पास, आपके बारे में, I get something different from you. How come? Why? Why are you so different? Then you can say, it's because my Quran and my Allah says, my Rasul has said. That's the reason I'm like this. You can introduce them. Otherwise, they look at you as you are the same, he is the same, she is the same. What's the difference? How will you create a legacy? Next, please. Now, I was talking to you about the pursuit of happiness. I started with pursuit of happiness being the slogan of the world's most powerful nation. Now, let us see what the Quran says. इंसान का एक नेचुरल प्रोग्रेशन होता है. फर्स्ट चीज क्या होती है? जब हम लोग इस दुनिया में इंटरेक्ट करना शुरू करते हैं लोगों के साथ, वी वांट टू बिलोंग. फर्स्ट स्टेप इज व्हाट? वी वांट टू बिलोंग टू अ ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल. सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल ऑफ वेयर यू वांट टू बिलोंग. दीज आर द स्टेप्स हाउ यू प्रोग्रेस टू द अल्टीमेट परस्यूट. अगर ये स्टेप गलत चला गया तो आप पूरा आपका डेस्टिनेशन चेंज हो जाएगा. राइट? सो परस्यूट ऑफ बिलोंगिंग, अंडरस्टैंड वेयर यू वांट टू बिलोंग. Ask yourself, मैं अगर घोड़ा बनना चाहता हूं और गधों के साथ मैं अपनी जिंदगी गुजार रहा हूं, मैं घोड़ा कभी नहीं बन पाऊंगा. Correct? If I'm staying and living and dealing with donkeys and I'm expecting to become a steed or a horse, stallion, I will never be able to achieve that. You have to confront, who am I? Who am I? I'm so precious. I'm so powerful. Allah has put His noor inside me. He has given me the best. I'm not average. I'm not a tree. I'm not a stone. I'm something extraordinary. Let me realize, should I sell myself cheap? Or should I go and say, which is the ecosystem I need to go and put myself in? First is pursuit of belonging. Belong to the good, right crowd. And there's nothing wrong in searching for that. Next, please. Pursuit of popularity. एक इंसान के अंदर एक चाह होती है, मैं भी कुछ इस ग्रुप के अंदर जम गए. I am inside this group. I'm already inside a part of this. For example, we have Giant Leap as a team. They're a part of the Giant Leap. In that, I have to do something which makes me rightly popular. Not just popular. Popular बनने के लिए लोग दूसरों के हक को छीन के popular बनते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है. Islam allows you to be popular in the right way, in the right sense. Do things good. Allah will make you popular automatically. Next, please. I got it, Taha. Pursuit of prestige. What happens? Once थोड़ा बहुत popular बनते लोगों को क्या होता है? They want to have brands, own brands. It's okay to have and own and wear brands. Don't allow the brands to get into your heart. Wear it. खराब हो गया तो उठा के फेंकने की आपको ताकत होनी चाहिए. अरे यार, this I paid so much to buy, and you get destroyed. I've seen people get completely messed up because they lost their very precious watch. Next 5 days is finished. You'll never be able to create a legacy if you're like that. Buy things, but चीजों को जिस जगह रखना उस जगह ही रखना है. खरीदना है. Have brands. I'm not saying no, but don't become a slave of the brands. Next. Next, please. Few more slides, inshallah. Pursuit of money. ये बहुत बड़ा फितना है. बचपन से लेके हमें क्या बताया? पैसा बहुत गंदी चीज है. यार, पैसा गंदी चीज नहीं है. पैसा जरूरी चीज है. पैसा है जरूरत. पैसा is a tool. But पैसे को इस्तेमाल करने वाला अच्छा या बुरा हो सकता है. पैसा बुरा नहीं हो सकता है. To have a good relationship with money, no. Make a lot of money. If good people like you don't make money, the wrong people will make money. And they'll start propagating wrong things. We all should make a lot of money. Because we know where we'll put it. Right? Our deen has a beautiful structure. How to give money. How much of it you have to give. Why you have to give. Everything is clear. So make a lot of money. Go. There's nobody stopping you from it. Have aspirations. Don't think about millionaires. Become billionaires. Look at the wrong people becoming billionaires. What are they doing? Wrong things. Wrong influences. So I encourage you, go out there, create legacy, become a billionaire and set up something extraordinary. Look at it. Everywhere we are going, we are at the mercy of the other communities. Anything. कोई भी चीज देखिए. हर चीज में जा रहे हैं. हमें क्या करना है? स्कॉलरशिप्स भी हम देते हैं. कल बात हो रही थी. स्कॉलरशिप्स भी देते हैं तो हमारे बच्चों को स्कॉलरशिप दे रहे हैं, भेज रहे हैं किसी और इंस्टीट्यूशन के अंदर, तो पैसा वहीं जा रहा है. सो वी हैव टू बी केयरफुल अबाउट दिस. नेक्स्ट प्लीज. देन व्हाट हैपेंस वंस यू हैव मनी, द फीलिंग ऑफ एक्सीलेंस कम्स इन naturally. So look at it. What Islam talks about excellence. What is ihsan? करना और उसके बारे में जताना नहीं चाहिए. अच्छा काम कर देना, बोलना नहीं. मैंने देखा बहुत लोग बहुत अच्छा काम करते हैं, फिर उसके बाद जाके देखिए मैं कैसा करें. वो क्या पूरा का पूरा उसका जो मोजो और फ्लेवर खराब हो जाता है. अच्छा करके छोड़ देना है. हमारे वालदा कभी भी बोलते हैं, नेकी कर दरिया में डाल. नेकी कर दरिया में भूल जाओ. ज्यादा बात मत करो उस चीज के बारे में. ज्यादा आप बात करेंगे वो नेकी खराब हो जाती है. नेक्स्ट प्लीज. वो होने के बाद नेचुरल एक्सीलेंस के बाद क्या होता है इंसान के अंदर? एक I'm talking about the younger generation, how they go through the cycle. Finally, they come to pursuit of impact. कुछ करना है यार, मेरे पास पैसा है, I got position, I got money, I'm doing things in the best way. Now I want to make a difference, right? Pursuit of impact. They want to make a difference. And the difference starts from your own parents. बहुत से लोग बाहर जाके अच्छाई करते हैं, बहुत काम करते हैं, लेकिन घर के अंदर अपने वालिदैन के लिए वबाल बन जाते हैं, अपने भाई बहन के लिए फितना बन जाते हैं, प्रॉपर्टी के झगड़े। आज सबसे ज्यादा कोर्ट केसेस किसके हैं? हमारी कम्युनिटी के। सबसे ज्यादा कोर्ट केसेस, especially on inheritance. I request you all to look at your properties, make some ways in which everybody is justified in the family so that they don't fight over it after you're gone. Very important piece. It's a very critical piece. And when you go to the courts, it's so painful to notice that all the brothers are standing in both sides and they are fighting for one property which the father has made. They didn't earn it by their own efforts. Father left behind. Next, please. इसके बाद होता है एक people have the pursuit of ultimate truth. Why am I here? Who am I? Where did I come from? What is my job in this world? They went straight to that. They didn't go to all the other steps. That's why they are extraordinary. If we are able to solve this for ourselves, I will stand by the truth. I will do what is right. I will not do what is correct. There's a big difference, right and correct. I will do what is right. I will go by what has been commanded, and I will try to make the best difference. If we are able to do this, inshallah, we will be able to create, each of us will be able to create a solid legacy, inshallah. That this, iske andar, ek unke andar ek spirit tha, that was very powerful. Usually you have seen, I've seen a lot of extraordinary people, when they come somewhere, they draw a lot of other people. They want to go and meet the person, take a photograph. They want to, be with them, listen to them. Though they are saying the same things, they'll be saying the same things, but we want to listen to it again and again. Why does that happen? Have you ever thought of it? Because they have got an aura. They say, they have got an aura. They've got something very powerful. It's not about the looks. It's not about the background. It's not about the color. There's an aura. And that aura comes from what? Click, please. Last slide. Sorry. No, aur thoda aage. Skip this, please. Skip this. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Just keep going. Just hold here. Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna. Irji ila rabbiki raziyatam mardiya. Fadkhuli fi ibadi wadkhuli jannati. Allah has clearly told what is your pursuit of being content. These extraordinary people, इनके अंदर एक power जो होता है ना, इनके अंदर हवस नहीं होती, greed नहीं होती, दूसरों का देख के feeling bad, jealous, ये सब नहीं होता है इनके अंदर. इनके अंदर एक मादा होता है, which is contentment. Being content with what you have today, not waiting for something tomorrow. Today, whatever they have contentment. Ya ayatuhan nafsul mutmain. They are mutmain. Pursuit of a moment, a Muslim has to be being content with what you have today, not tomorrow. Today I'm content, alhamdulillahi rabbil alam. What happens? Gratitude, sabr, shukr, everything comes inside that. And this is the pursuit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us in the Quran. If we leave this and start running behind all the other things, we will not be content. We'll take the rights of others, we'll create a lot of fitna, and at the end we cannot leave a legacy. If we are content, there is a good possibility that we can be contributors and we will be able to create a legacy, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan kasira for listening to me. Thank you for providing the platform. I hope it's of use. Inshallah, any questions? You have any questions?
You talked about pursuit of contentment and the goals over here. How did you personally find out that this was your goal, and how did you get guided to this?
I'm still discovering. So the pursuit of contentment is about a state. You'll never know it, but you'll have to try. Because the moment you feel that you have achieved something, that means there's a question mark, right? So the only thing I remember, as I told yesterday, I remember my dad. My dad, when he passed away in my hands. So when he passed away, and I went back and looked at his belongings. He had no property. He had 625 rupees in his bank account, and he had 7 pairs of clothes. But even today, I consider him as my hero. And you know what he did? Because you asked this question, I'm sharing this. He and my mother, and we are from a very average, lower middle class family, where we used to be able to sustain till the 20th of the month. 20th से 30th would be a struggle. 20th से 30th कैसे manage करना है would be a struggle. So he was a salaried man. I remember seeing him when he used to walk, an ordinary tool maker in HMT. He used to walk into the factory. I have seen people walk to the sides like this. Ordinary man. Tool maker in HMT. He used to walk, and I used to see even his managers used to give way and walk to the side. You see in the movies, no, when they show the hero walking. Now I've seen it in real time. He used to walk, and people used to walk like this. And I used to wonder why they did what they did. So my dad and mom, what they used to do is, they used to pick up beggars from the road. And they used to bring them. And those days, I'm talking about 80s. I mean, दुनिया में मैक्सिमम लोग मिडिल क्लास ही थे तब. कोई ऐसे जो महाराजा लोग रहते वही ज्यादा पैसे वाले होते. बाकी के जो है एवरेज वाज मिडिल क्लास, राइट? सो दीज माय पेरेंट्स 20th के बाद 30th तक कैसे जिंदगी गुजारना बहुत मुश्किल था. They used to bring beggars in the house and transform them. They used to train them. The women, they used to give them chores of the house, how to wash clothes, clean up the place, how to wash, vessels, train them and tell them to go and find jobs. So the women used to get trained. The men used to get trained as auto drivers and all these kind of jobs, and they used to get jobs. Recently, even last week, there were 2 families who came down and met my mother, who were trained by my dad to be an auto driver. Today, his daughter is a tech architect in one of the big companies. I was like, my dad, this is the legacy he left behind. He never had anything. He had 625 rupees, 7 pairs of clothes, and no property. But what he left behind is what he did. So I used to ask him, why do you do this? He said, he never used to answer. He never used to answer. And in those days, I'm not sure if you know, in 80s, untouchability was a very big thing in Bangalore. अभी उतना नहीं है, लेकिन उस ज़माने में जो लोग SC ST होते उनको जो है लोग, they never used to touch, never used to sit with them in the same table, never used to drink from the glass and the plate which they used. खाते पीते नहीं थे लोग. So my dad, he intentionally used to go and sit with them. He used to, collaborate with them. He used to hire them as workers. So those small things, see, we may think, मुझे कुछ बनना है उसके बाद देखेंगे. This is Shaitan's biggest fitna. You can start wherever. My dad started even when he had nothing. So you don't need to wait, you just have to start doing. और एक चीज क्या है, मतलब जो इंसान काम करना शुरू करता है ना, you will see doors opening. You don't have to wait. इतना PhD, इतना सोचने की जरूरत नहीं. नियत साफ रखे, just कूद जाए, फिर Allah will open the doors, inshallah. You asked a question, so I'll probably gift you a book. Sister, can you give me the book from there? The 3 books. You were bold to ask the question, so I'm giving you one of the first books which I wrote, The Warrior Within You. I have a question, but not because of the book, but
One last question.
one last question. This is for you, Barakallah. And this is the book of Mr. M. Ahmad A.K. Last year I wrote this book. I'll take your question. This is a book I wrote about M. Ahmad A.K. from Bengaluru. This man never went to school. He created a legacy in the plywood industry of India. He has over 3,000 people working for him. He passed away last year. 3,000 people. And he created more than 1,000 plywood factories in Bengaluru in Kerala, single-handedly. And most of the times, he went and helped his competitors set up their factory. And by giving his own machines. What a personality. He's called the Bhishma of the plywood industry in India, father of plywood industry in India. Please, if you can pick up this from Amazon, read it. It is so, the story, I've interacted with this man. So inspirational. If you want to know how to leave a legacy, you should read this. It's a beautiful narration. I've collected the narration from a lot of people who interacted, including his ustad. और 45 लोगों के साथ मैंने इंटरव्यू किया ये लिखने के पहले मैंने देखा कि हर इंसान जिसने इनके बारे में बताया पहले 1-2 मिनट के अंदर रोना शुरू कर दिया इंक्लूडिंग हिज उस्ताद not only his children and grandchildren, his friends, his competitors, people who he worked with him in the industry, they cried literally. The moment they talk about him, they used to start crying. And you know what his ustad says? He is among there is a word he used, Mohsinin, or he used some very powerful word in Arabic about this man. He said, I have not seen a man like him. So even today, you don't need to go to the best school in the world. You don't need to step into the best universities. If you have a strong intention and one single goal, you want to really make it. He never entered into a business which didn't have employment. He said, "Jahan employment hogi, main wahan enter karunga." So you can do it. Man like him has done it. You can do. What an impact, right? I'm not trying to sell this book, but if you read it, it's a story of all the people who interacted with him, inshallah. So I would like to give this away to one of the sisters. Let's see who wants to take this. Who wants to take this book? 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 Opportunities. इस दुनिया के अंदर अल्लाह ने opportunities कंजूसी से नहीं दी है. Opportunities are available in abundance. हम ना उठ के जाके opportunity लेने की जरूरत ये नहीं है. If you all sit down, the book is not going to come to you. You have to get up and come to the book. Similarly, in this world, there are opportunities. You have to get up and take the first step and go towards it. Allah will help you. Okay? Right, ask questions.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
So at that one point of time, you said that we being youth, we shouldn't be possessing, fear of failure. But I think so from our side, that is quite possible. But the other stakeholders, which we will be dealing with, maybe parents, siblings, teachers, they might not take it because at the end, even they want us, to...
Don't give it to them. Why your fear should go to them? आपका डर आपके अंदर रखो ना.
Yes,
Sometimes dar is very powerful. It can help you also, right?
Yes.
I never said don't experience the fear. You have fear, you will experience it. But still go forward and try to fail. It's okay.
Yes. So, but they might not allow us to go through that, but they might tell us to take something.
एक बात मेरे सामने मत बोल यार, please. You know what? हर लड़का लड़की को मालूम है जब उनको कोई चीज की जरूरत पड़ती है तो उसे कैसे निकाल के लाना है उनको जानते हैं. करेक्ट है क्या नहीं? When you want to go for a picnic, you go and mess up your parents and you get it done. You want a dress, you go and mess it up and you tell, I need this, that's it. I don't know where you're getting the money, get me this, bolte hai, you know how to get it. So why you are asking a question about this?
So like, for example, if I take an example, like there is a career A, which
Career?
Career A.
Okay, career A.
not that lucrative in terms of income or something like that, but it might teach you a lot of things. And there might be a risk with that, but at the end, in long term point of view, there might be a growth in that, actual growth. But there might be a career B wherein career might be lucrative in terms of monetary terms, but the learning is kind of average. So in that point of view, we being youth, we being Gen Zs, we might take the first career because there is long term growth in that. But in this point of something in this set,
I got your point. A lot of people suffer with this, right? Yes. Career A, B. He was very kind enough. A and B, he said. It's A, B, C, D, E, F, D, or to the Z, and then A1, B1 today. That's the way the world is going. Pause. You have to be clear about what you want to do. Don't worry about the world. Parents will never understand. Parents are emotional animals. I'm a parent as well. You ask my son, he's sitting, he'll tell what guidance my father gives. Please don't listen to him. Because I have never been able to guide, because I'm not his mind. His mind, what is between your ears is your universe. Allah has given you huwa and understanding. If you have decided something, तुम्हें decide नहीं कर रही. तुम्हें डुलमुला है तो तुम्हारे parents भी डुलमुलाते. तुम्हें decide करना. Decide करने के बाद बैठना. अब्बा, अम्मी, please sit down. I am sure and convinced I want to go for this. I will do this. Inshallah. They'll see conviction in you and they'll say, okay, क्या कि समझ में आ रहा है बच्चे को, let him go. They are not convinced about you. You are looking confused all the time. But they will not support you. My dad, engineering खत्म करो, दुबई को जाओ. Engineering खत्म करो, दुबई. Dad, मैं नहीं काम कर सकता किसी के नीचे. I can't. I am an entrepreneur material. मेरे third year में I started business. Engineering third year only I started business. He came and he saw the office. क्या कि ढंग का कर रहा है करके बोली. You have to be convinced about what you're doing. Whether it's a failure or that is not the problem. They want to see you on some path. You tell the path, declare it and go. Fail, no problem. And और एक चीज जो younger generation को मैं बता रहा हूँ, specifically, very important. Please talk to your parents. Don't go and talk to the world outside. If your parents are around you, please sit. You'll not have them one day. Sit down and talk. They might get angry, they might get upset, they might get emotional, they might freak out. Sit down and say, please listen to me. And if they are not in good mood, don't talk. If they are in good mood, buy something, get a gift. कहाँ gifts देते हैं parents को? पूरे कंजूस हैं आज के ज़माने में. Parents को तो gift नहीं, girlfriends को gift दे देते हैं, boyfriends को gift दे देते हैं, क्या की दे देते हैं, है ना? You'll go and give the teachers, you'll go and praise everybody. Your parents are your first teachers, yaar. I'm talking as a parent. Give some gifts to us also, no? हमारा भी दिल थोड़ा ठंडा होता है. हम लोग बैठते हैं, तुम्हारी बात सुनते हैं. You should not withdraw so much. You should also deposit. बैंक में deposit करे तो withdraw करने देते हैं. Correct नहीं. थोड़ा deposit करो. Emotions deposit. मोहब्बत deposit करो. अच्छा मस्का मारो. We like मस्का. अच्छा थोड़ा मस्का मारो. उसके बाद जाके पूछो, अब्बा थोड़ा मैं like to go into this direction, sustainable energy करो, क्या कि नई field है, बहुत अच्छा है, वहाँ जाना. अच्छा बेटे, we can't say no. When you've been good to me, I can't say no to you. You are only matlabi, you're only taking everything from your dad, and then you go and talk. He has thousands of problems. Are you getting? ये सब soft चीज़ हैं ये. इसमें logic नहीं, बैठो please. All right, I think we'll close, otherwise these guys are going to beat me. Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much. Barakallah.
Round of applause, please. Jazakallah, Coach. I appreciate you coming on here. We have a brilliant speaker coming up next, all the way from Australia. So please, handle. Yes? Oh, I apologize. Coach, I invite you to the forefront for a felicitation. I request Mohammed Yunus to please handle it.